In this week's video, we're going to get our air ride suspension set up and working. To do that, I have to take my air compressor and my valve body out once again. It needed some O-rings and I had to go through the whole thing. I should have did that the first time around, but it's okay. We got it up and running. I lost a lot of that footage, so I'll show you what I managed to salvage and save. Unfortunately, I'm not sure what happened there. Also, we're going to go through our onboard computer system here. We got to take it apart because the selector switch for the speakers, front, rear, left, and right, wasn't working properly, and I was getting a lot of static, and it would bounce from rear to front, left, and right, and do all kinds of funky things. And I think that was because some water had gotten under the seal over here and started to corrode inside the switch. So we get that figured out. Also, we got our headlight in there. So stick around. So the switch here for the speakers, front and rear, left and right, the rubber's ripped right here. I'm thinking water's gotten in there, but it's causing all kinds of issues between the speakers. Sometimes they'll cut out, sometimes they don't work, sometimes it's nothing but static. So I'm going to see what I can do to clean that switch up and maybe fix it, because I highly doubt you can get this switch anymore. So we'll have to see what we can do to try to save it. The switch right there is causing a lot of static through my stereo, and the screws that hold this switch in were all loose, especially the one that's down in there. So I'm hoping that fixes it. It'd be nice if it was that easy. That didn't work, so I got to try to get this out of there. I got the connector unbolted. Looks like I'm gonna have to pull this board up to get it through there, then pull the screws out of the switch. We'll see if we can't get it cleaned up and working. So zip tie got to cut. I'm going to take this out of the way for a moment. Everything external looks okay here. So we dare open this thing up. Why not? Gotta do something. Just so I remember how it came apart. I think I'm just going to put a punch mark on it. Got these little buttons, one on each side. I don't know if that's what's locking this thing into place. I'm gonna go hit it with contact cleaner, see if we can get it to soak through here. I'll work it around. Let's see if that does anything. Oh, I threw some grease around the ball here. Just worked it. It's loosened up a little bit. Feels better. Whatever these are, they spin when I move the knob up here. But I don't think there's much else I can do for this thing. So I'll put it back in and we'll see if that did anything or not. Maybe it was just a big waste of time. This is really a unnecessary piece of technology, I think, for this bike. I mean, I can see forward and front, but left and right speakers, you don't really need that. Not on a motorcycle. Let's get it back in. Did that without dropping them. Go around and check some of these other screws. See if that made any difference.
Ozzy Osbourne and Jimi Hendrix in your back seat.
It's exciting that life. So I to live one.
You might want to buckle up. The Valley's best rock, Q106.
Yeah, much better. Speakers are obviously shot, but it's working now, so that's good. We're getting closer with this thing. Make sure everything else works in here. I don't even know what half this stuff does. I'm gonna have to read up on how to use this, but when I push the buttons here, things are changing there. It's a good sign. I got the air pressure regulator apart. And this little brass piece that rides inside of here that pushes on the Schrader valve down there was stuck in there. Still having compressor troubles here. I can't get over 10 psi now. So I took the compressor apart. I'm going to clean everything up. Replace any O-rings along the way. Hopefully we can get this thing going again. Got my new air ride control box in here. So now we got action here. And I can just increase air pressure right up at the handlebar. Can decrease it. You can change it from front to rear, vice versa. So that's pretty cool. You know, it's got the auto level feature. So we got that working. My button here isn't working yet for the air outlet valve right here. I've got air pressure there, but for some reason when I push the button, I'm not getting any power. And it only works with the key in the accessory position, but I still got nothing. So I'll have to trace that out and figure out why. I know I've got power coming from my ignition switch into this junction block, then it runs over this way. So I'll have to just trace it out and see where it's losing it. Got the headlight back in there. This piece back on. I had to stitch it up a little bit right here. Had a crack in it. I'll have to see if we can clean this up a little bit. This aluminum piece is in rough shape too. See if I can't make that look a little better. But we got lights. Stuff is pretty sun faded too. I'm not sure what I can do about that yet. Maybe try some kind of plastic restore kit or something like that. So in the next video, I'm going to show you how I lubed my throttle cables. Went through all these buttons here. I still got to do this side yet. But we're going to clean all these buttons up, make them not stick. So, I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.